Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Spilling Tea. I am your host, Tiffany Daniels. And folks, it is time for another segment of, you guessed it, that word doesn't mean what you think it means. Today's word is brought to you by one of AH's stands. Thank you so much, AH stands. You're the gift that keeps giving with these segments. All right, folks. So we have at God Lycia, who states on Twitter, she was 17 and he was 26. He's literally a pedophile, but keep defending a walking corpse. Okay, Karen, let's go ahead and challenge that. We're going to go over the actual DSM-5 definition of the word pedophile, and then we are going to go over how this was used entirely incorrectly, and once again prove that these folks have no conception under God about the true meaning of the words they like to throw around on Twitter. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Today's definition is being brought to you by a different website today, just simply because it goes into a little bit more depth, and that is Britannica.com. As always, folks, I am going to leave the link to this definition right there in the description for you. So Britannica defines pedophilia, which is also called pedophilic disorder or pedophilia disorder, and in conventional usage, a psychosexual disorder generally affecting adults characterized by sexual interest, and I want you to note what I'm going to say next, in prepubescent children. So this is the DSM-5. For those who are not familiar with the DSM, it is the main diagnostic tool in regards to neurodevelopmental disorders and mental illness. Let me continue. So, characterized by sexual interest in prepubescent children, or attempts to engage in sexual acts with prepubescent children. The term was used with that meaning in the psychiatric diagnostic literature prior to the publication of the 5th edition of the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 2013, DSM-5, which replaced pedophilia and pedophilic disorder. As in earlier definitions, the DSM-5s classify the disorder as one of several paraphilic disorders, which include atypical sexual interests. Now, we've gone over basically what we needed to do for this video. So now, let's go back to the Twitter feed, and let's discuss how this is being used incorrectly. Well, folks, if you have any brain cells at all, you know for the fact that the age of 17 is not a prepubescent stage in regards to the human lifespan. This is past being the prepubescent stage. So, by definition, the way this AH stand is using the word is very, very incorrect. They are using the word to smear a man, and yet they are using it so incorrectly that I barely had to dig to correct the usage of this word. The fact of the matter is, folks, especially during the time period which we are talking about, which is late 80s, early 90s, the age of 17 was considered by and large to be an adult age. They also lack to mention that she was literally about only a couple of months from her 18th birthday during that time. Nor, if you look at that age difference, is it some massive gap between the two. If you follow the rest of the tweet, it is very much a ageist view in regards to JD, which you see a lot from stands. Ageism is one of those things I really don't understand, because the person that they are simping so hard for will one day age to be JD's age. One day, they also will be that age. They're discriminating against a group of folks that they will, if God willing, they live to be that age, they will be joining. So this just shows their complete nonsensical grasp of, well, pretty much everything. So to conclude this video, so we can quickly move on to my next one, let's go ahead and conclude this out, shall we? Okay, so if you believe a 17-year-old dating a 26-year-old gives you the right to call the person who was at the time 26 a pedophile, when in the definition of the very diagnostic tool that is used to diagnose pedophilia states that pedophilia has regards into due to those who wish to have sexual relations with prepubescent children, then I just have one thing to say to you all. You ready for it? That word doesn't mean what you think it means. Excuse me. All right, folks, that's all we have for now. There will be another video quickly following after this, and then I am going over to Keely Talks stream. I hope you will join me on there. She is doing a tarot reading right alongside our very own Alma Redacted. So please go over there as quickly as you can and show your support and love for them both. They're both wonderful people. And folks, we don't get that many views here on YouTube. The few we do get do tend to be removed by said YouTube. So please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this afternoon. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.